smiles on lovely people? Why so sad? Tired? No. Okay. Good morning, my dear friends and dear children. Who is the leader? Can anyone unmute and tell me who is the leader? Yes, Sparsha. When I ask question, I can see kids switching on of their videos. Okay, don't worry. I won't point out your name. Leader is the one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. And I can see many leaders among you. For example, today's MC, Prabhu. What's his name? Pratham Prabhu.
Pratham Prabhu.
Yes, he did an excellent job. Only lacking is little smile on your face, Pratham. But you were to the point, perfect. Congratulations. Now tell me, what do you know by the public speaking? Why do you have to learn the skill of public speaking? Anyone? Why all of you are attending Sunday morning in front of your computers and attending this YLP session instead of watching YouTube channels, enjoying? Why you are here? Why you want to learn public speaking? Any one student give me 1 point why you are here today? No one?
To overcome stage fear.
To get rid
To
of
overcome stage fear.
Good. Next, anyone? Twisha Pai, Natarajan.
Not be scared in the public.
To?
Not be scared in the public.
Okay. Why do we learn? What is the use of this in your future? Now, one is in 11th standard, one is in 6th, 7th standard. In near future, you are going to face, you need to choose your profession. Some of you already told she wants to go for fashion designing. Some of you, somebody told they want to be a software engineer. So for that, you need for consultancy. You need to face Viva. Viva, you know what is Viva? Where teachers ask you question. It is not written test, it is the face-to-face. They ask you question and you have to answer it, right? Or you have, in little further future, if you want to get a job, you have to face the interview, right? And you have to take part in the group discussion and all. So at that time, to prove your point, you have to speak. To speak, you have to get rid of your inability, you have to get rid of your fear, right? So for that, if you start practicing from now itself, then only you can get rid of your fear, you get the courage. Now, I appreciate the courage of, what's his name, Hajik, right? So he voluntarily came and told, I want to speak for the table topics. So you need to get rid of your fear, you have to have that courage. So once you take responsibility, it is like half battle won, right? I remember when I attended my first Toastmaster meeting, I was like you, as to attend all the school activities and all. But when I attended first Toastmaster meeting as the guest, many stalwarts, expert Toastmasters were there. But my mentor encouraged me to go and try table topics. I didn't know what table topics was at that time. But I went and stood and I got the topic and my legs were literally shaking. My hands were sweaty, clampy, but I attempted it. I might have made many mistakes, but that moment, that day I won the table topic, maybe I might have done something right at there. And that gave me courage to join Toastmasters. And that was 4 years back. And after that, I never looked back. That 1 minute that I struggled to speak, and here I am giving 15 minutes of session in front of you all, I've come a long way. How can I got rid of my fear? I won't say I'm perfect. I make mistakes. But like Anita ma'am now told, we get feedbacks. We learn from our mistakes. So be courageous and take, whenever in your school, your teacher asks you to take part in any competition or any cultural festival, or at home, you are celebrating your cousin's birthday party and they need MC, volunteer. So be courageous to take the responsibility. So once you take the responsibility, what is the next step? What's the next step? You have to know your audience. Now, I'm speaking in front of the kids. Not, I won't consider you kids, grown-up kids, children. So you know what is public speaking. If I have to explain it to a third standard student, I will do it in some different manner. If I have to talk in front of a college student, I have to do it in a different manner. Now, if you are facing at home, your known group, will you be so formal in front of them? Do you address them respected aunts and uncles? No. So before preparing your speech or any script, you should know your audience. If you're giving speech in the school, you should address the people sitting on the stage first and then your friends, right? So before writing the script, you should know your audience. Next step, writing the speech. Now, we heard four speeches today. Let me ask Sparsha or Ananya, anyone of you, who helped you to write the speech?
I wrote it on my own, ma'am, but I showed my mom later just to see whether I made any grammatical errors or anything.
Very
just
good.
To be sure.
Very good. And Sparsha, what about you?
The same, ma'am. I too wrote it myself and then I read it out to my mom.
Excellent. Excellent speeches. See, back those days when we were in school, we didn't have the much knowledge about many things. Now you have that magical instrument in your hand, mobile. You can Google and you get so many information about many things, right? So any topic, any subject you have to write the speech, you just have to Google it, you read it, you note down the important points, you can write your own speech, right? That's what I used to pester my sister to write my speeches. But when my children come, I tell them, do your own work and then show. Because they have that knowledge, they have that information handy. So write their own speeches, write your speeches. Then as Ananya told, show it to your mom or your teachers and get the mentoring done. When you write, that is, I'm telling you my way of writing the speech. When I write now, I write down, in the paragraphs. Like now I have to introduce in the beginning, and then I have to speak about what is the importance of public speaking. Then I have to speak about how to write. So I write the headings and I write the important words, key words. So when I give speech, I memorize those words. So I don't have to look at the notes. Now I have seen, if it was a in-person meeting, not this virtual meeting, you should have come in front of the audience and stood and spoke. Here I saw many of you are reading it from your notes, right? Make a habit, even though if it is a virtual meeting, make a habit not looking at the script or a speech. Try to give it without looking at it and try to make eye contact with the audience. That is the best way, effective way you can deliver your message, right? So don't use the keynote paper. When you go and stand on the stage, you can use the podium. You take the paper if you are getting nervous, keep it aside and look at the audience and try to deliver. How can you do that? Someone tell me, how can you do that? Yes, Advait? Advait, can you unmute and tell me, how can you do give speech without looking at the notes?
By hearting it.
Good. By hearting, yes. But by hearting, sometime you may miss one point and the entire point will, other speech you will forget. By practicing. The main thing is practice. Practice makes the
man perfect.
correct. Practice makes the man perfect. So practice it. Once your speech is ready, once you show it to your teacher or your mom and they check it, practice it. How do you practice? Your favorite actor and actresses, you see them on the TV or movies and you appreciate, you clap their acting. Do you think they just go and stand in front of the camera and act and deliver their dialogues? No, they practice. They practice. You have to practice in front of the mirror. Once you memorize your speech, go and stand in front of the mirror, practice it. Look yourself, how you are standing, how you are holding your hands, whether you are standing like this. Is this the correct way to stand? No, you have to be confident. You have to show confidence on your posture, even though you might be shaking inside. Don't show it to the audience. Stand straight. You don't have to wear posh, costly clothes. Wear comfortable clothes. So practicing in front of the camera and if possible, ask your mom or siblings to record. Once you practice it, record the speech and see yourself what improvements you should do. Ask them to give the feedback. You know the importance of evaluation right now, importance of feedback. Why do we need to evaluate? To improve ourselves. So ask them to evaluate you and note down the points given by them and see that you won't repeat the mistakes. So once you are ready with your speech, you're practiced, just note down the keywords. Don't take the entire speech. What happens? You're tempted to look at it and give the speech, right? So when you go on the stage, be confident, go stand there, keep the notes aside, and first immediately go and don't start speaking. Give yourself 10 to 15 seconds to adjust. Look at the audience, make eye contact with them. If you are really scared, it is the first time you're going standing, search for familiar face, look at them, smile, and when you deliver, you can look at them and start speaking. Because that person might be your friend, your favorite teacher, or anyone. You'll get the confidence. Don't be scared. See, I remember in this during my school days, we had one drama, and I was asked to give the background voice. So I had to read out, act as a tree. So my friend, he was acting as a woodcutter. So as discussed, he was to go on the stage initially and act for 1 minute as sharpening his axe and all before cutting the wood. Now he went on stage. I was very nervous. The moment he went and stood on the stage, before he started his acting, I started my speech. Because I was the background, I was not supposed to stand on the speech and stage and speak. So I started my speech. And 1 second, he was like, "What's happening?" But damage is already done. I was very hurry in finishing my part. So I already started the speech, and he was like, then within a second he recovered, and somehow we ended that drama. So don't be in hurry to complete your speech. At that time, to complete it, then you might make more mistakes. So go, give yourself 10 seconds to familiarize with the audience, then start your speech. Stand straight, don't stand with the droopy shoulders and all. Excuse me. Don't stand with the droopy shoulders. So that is why you need practice more. Now, like many of you were sitting and giving and speeches, but if you used your hands, if you used hand gestures, it would have been more appropriate. You will learn in future sessions. Today also I noticed many are hesitant to take the table topics, but next session is going to be that only. Next week you will learn how to tackle the table topics, how to write your speech, your body posture, your hand gestures. So learn it, take down the notes and practice it. Right? Once you go and deliver the speech, take the feedback from your friends and teachers and see that you don't make mistakes. Now, when you write the speech, don't write it like a big paragraphs. Only take the important points. Now, I think I already overshooted the time. So, now you got the overall picture, right? Any questions? Kids, do you have any doubt?
Students, kindly put on your video.
Okay. I hope you understood everything. So each students, you have your unique style of delivering speeches. Don't hesitate. First step is taking the responsibility. Next session, if our coordinator is asking for volunteers to come forward, he should not point out. You should come forward that I will do it. It's okay if you make mistakes. Nobody is going to judge you. They are also here to learn. You are also here to learn. So be courageous and take the responsibility. That is the only way to grow. And our motto of our Toastmaster is where leaders are made. So you guys can be really the leaders, and I can see many of you. So all the best, do well, and take the rest. Don't hesitate to, again I am telling this, that is the only way to grow and perfect yourself. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Shraddha. In spite of being not well, still you took the session and interacted with the students. Thank you very much. Pratham, over to you.